Hello, welcome to lesson number 4 in the unit on the Khmer Empire. In this lesson we're going to be learning about the religions that were practiced throughout the Khmer Empire. The Khmer Empire, like the Varavati civilization and the Sirachai kingdom, was influenced by India. So the religions that were practiced in the Khmer Empire came from India for the most part. Khmer people practiced Hinduism primarily. So throughout most of the history of the Khmer Empire, the Khmer people practiced Hinduism. However, there were always people who practiced Mahayana Buddhism and animism as well. In fact, animism was the older religion that was practiced in the Khmer Empire, as it was in all of the other kingdoms and civilizations that we studied. Okay, so what you really need to keep in mind, though, is that Hinduism was the primary religion for most of the history of the Khmer Empire. Okay, this is a relief from the wall of Angkor Wat. And as you can see, the people here who are surrounding this individual who is the king, okay, are paying him a lot of respect. Okay, they're fanning him and bowing to him. So you can see that the Khmer people actually had a whole lot of respect for their king for several reasons. One of the reasons they had so much respect for their king was because there's a religious reason for it, essentially. Khmer kings claimed to be incarnations or living versions of Hindu gods on earth. Okay, either the god Shiva or Vishnu, usually. Okay, they were called Deva Rajas, or god kings. Right, so very similar to the Maharaja of the Sirachai kingdom. All right, so obviously, if people in your kingdom think that you are a living god on earth, they're going to have a lot of respect for you and probably quite a lot of fear of doing the wrong thing, doing something that you don't like. Okay. However, there were some Khmer kings who converted to Buddhism. Okay. So they did not depict themselves, these particular Khmer kings did not depict themselves as incarnations of Shiva or Vishnu. Instead, many of them, or at least some of them, depicted themselves as, or modeled themselves after, bodhisattvas. That is, individuals who have reached enlightenment, but who have delayed entering nirvana in order to help the people on earth. Okay, and these types of kings were actually known as Dharma Rajas. Okay, one important Dharma Raja was Jayavarman VII, not to be confused with Jayavarman II, who started the Khmer Empire by joining the two Chenlas. But Jayavarman II was a very important king in that he expanded the Khmer Empire. Okay, and as you can see here, we've got a statue of him, and he's in this kind of meditating posture, although the arms of the statue have been broken off. All right, this statue depicts the King Jayavarman II as a bodhisattva, okay, somebody who has reached enlightenment already, but who has delayed nirvana to help the people on earth. And again, if your people, the people in your kingdom, think that you're a bodhisattva, then they're probably going to have a lot of respect for you, and they're probably going to listen to the things that you have to say, or do the things you want them to do, and be reluctant to go against your will, or to do anything that you don't want. Okay, so being a Deva Raja or Dharma Raja actually would have helped the Khmer kings to rule their kingdom, to have control over the people in their kingdom. Okay. Now, in regards to this particular statue, this this picture is of a statue that can be found in the Cambodian National Museum. There are actually three of these statues in existence, which are basically exactly the same. One of them is in Cambodia, in the Cambodian National Museum. The other one is in a museum in the United States. I cannot remember which museum in particular. But the third one is in Thailand. It's in the PMI Museum in Korat, or Nakhon Ratchasima, as you can see in this picture here. This particular museum is quite small, but it's a very good museum, a very interesting one. So if you ever get a chance to go to PMI, I recommend you also visit the museum in addition to visiting Prasadhin PMI. Alright, and here is the statue of Jaivarman the Seventh, depicted as a bodhisattva. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. Thank you very much for listening.